Hello, today for review I've got Hidizs newly announced S3 Pro digital to analog converter. I simultaneously received their S3 Pro and S9 Pro. S9 Pro took quite a long time to be delivered, but I decided to start with S3 Pro because they have a Kickstarter campaign now in progress and about 15 days is still remaining, so you can get it with nice discount. Actually, price at the Kickstarter is $55, or you can get it with some additional bundles with. Actually, it's typical for Hidizs. You can get their new announced hardware bundled with almost everything that they've created before. You can get it with their AP80 players, you can get it with their earphones MS1, MS2 with upgraded cables and so on. Also, a pretty nice option for additional $10 you can get Lightning to USB Type-C adapter to use it with Apple smartphones. But basic price is $55 and let's focus on that. It supports DSD, MQA, it's built with ES9281 chip, so that thanks to ES for creating that digital to analog converter micro schema, and that allows MQA and support and many other good things. But of course it can be cooked in a different ways, can be prepared with a bit different sound. So let's have a closer look at the S3 Pro. Box is small, but as usual tons of details will be printed on the back side, including the most interesting is 55 milliwatts for 32 ohms load. Not super powerful, but actually not power light, so I need to add here that picture about not great, not terrible. And inside of this box we'll get pretty pleasant box, so it's even plastic, not regular cardboard, some bubble wrap as a spacer, and here is dongle itself and USB type A adapter, so it's the only thing we'll have, but actually that's all we need to use it. So let me put this aside and let me show it to you. So it's super cute, super tiny. There are two versions, silver and the black one. They have this nice radial pattern, so it even pleasant to touch, so it can bring some analogy with grooves on the vinyl records, but it's just basically a small nice device made of aluminum, looks pretty solid, nice cable, Type-C adapter to plug in the smartphone, and you plug here headphones, so that's it. Also it supports headphones with remote control and microphone. I actually don't have Android smartphone to test, but if it's announced, it probably should be working. And tiny LED indicator that changes color based on the resolution. So it's simple, minimalistic, but looks nice, and I think many people will prefer it based on the design only. And if you want to use it with some desktop computer, for example, tiny adapter can help here too. And of course, about the sound, I made a small setup. Hidizs recommend using Hibie Music as a player, so I decided to use Hibie R8 as a transport because it has Hibie Music. And to spice everything a little bit, I decided to use Fio's FH5S as earphones for the demonstration purposes. They look nicely and they adding a bit of diversity in this setup. So, in terms of sound, it's a pretty natural device with normal resolution and with slightly boosted small nuances that make sound a bit hyper-realistic and adding a bit of engagement. Hidizs promised to create 3 different firmwares for bassy sound, for more treble focused, and for the natural. I don't know which one is used here, probably natural, because I didn't find any accent on the bass or in the treble area, so probably it's natural one, but I am not sure here. And brief description of the sound step by step. So bass is natural, uncolored with good resolution, not super but good, really good depth, nice control, so goes too deep to the maximum depth, at the same time not trying to boost low frequencies or to hide them with proper amount of details, and slightly highlighting that minor overtones that characterize that real instruments. Wood, brass and other stuff sounds a bit hyper-realistic with a bit more sense of engagement. And as an example, Hugh, Laurie, Evenin, acoustic bass here and low notes on the fortepiano sound really fun and really forward, giving a bit of additional sense of presence. Mid frequencies are done in the same style, they're not going far into micro contrast but have a good resolution. They don't trying to add additional weight, but when weight is present in record, it plays it nicely with full amount of weight and with good body for the instruments and vocals. So basically well balanced natural mids with a bit highlighted emotions and dynamics, but just a tiny bit as a small spice here. So also a bit of additional wow factor, but with a small hint. Imaginary stage is nice, above average both in width and in depth, but not hugely. But with good instrument separation and depth layering. And as an example for the mid frequencies, it's Niechęć, Mojry. I often use this track as an example, and I really like its instrumental part. A lot of stuff is going here at the mid frequencies, and this digital tonal converter plays them nicely. And treble. Treble has good extension, noticeably above average, with proper attacks and decays, with good resolution. A bit softened, but just a little bit to not sound sharp and fatiguing. But at the same time, it's definitely not that type of treble that is absent or super softened. So all changes in sound that I describe here, they are really minor. So let's connect it back to the USB audio. No. So fail. I didn't want USB Audio Player Pro here. And as an example for the treble, it's Led Zeppelin going to California. Guitar goes to high to the treble area, delivering nice amount. This digital tonal converter plays them nicely, delivering a good amount of presence and airness. So UAPP intercept the control, so now it's not high beam music playing here. Having two players simultaneously not a great idea. And let's go back. In terms of pairings, it's not super powerful, but 55 milliwatts for 32 ohms load will be enough for the vast majority of earphones, and for sensitive and medium sensitive headphones it will be also pretty okay. It's not created to drive planar magnetic headphones or something like that. And speaking about the compressions, let's do it in a short way. iBasso is a bit more natural with a bit less of that wow factor added. Shanling digital tonal converters are a bit more weighty, and actually that's the main competitors in this aspect. So Hidizs S3 Pro is a really good offer in this segment. So it's just the digital tonal converter for non-audiophiles who want to get the best sound to price ratio, and it delivers pleasant and engaging sound. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and of course have a nice day.